talking through a few of these bits and pieces. So, what's the story behind it? How long have you had the vehicle for?
I've had it for what, 3 or 4 years, and before that was my dad's, and he bought it new. So
Okay, so you know the basically full history of it.
yeah, I know exactly what's happened.
No worries. Do you want to talk us through where you've been finding the water?
Right, so I'll tell you what happened. It was, I don't know how long it's been happening, but just before Christmas, I dropped something on the floor and picked it up, and I was like, fucking hell, that is properly wet.
Yeah.
Came out, had a look, and basically the footwell was very wet. Like so much, I mean, I don't know if it's still squidges now, but you know, there was plenty of water in there.
Yeah.
And this one behind.
Okay, so passengers, driver side, front and rear.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, so we've got a BMW 3 Series in today. The client has basically said about water being in the footwells, as you can see right now. This is going berserk, so it's showing that it's wet all the way through. We've also got water up there, as you can see it's reading. Back of the pedals, which is understandable. We come into the rear driver's side of the footwell now. Basically, you don't want to have water in the underlay because you can get things such as mould and mildew start to build up and appear over time, and obviously mould isn't good for anyone. In the long run, you can also get electrical faults, which is not ideal because then you have to call an electrician and spend a load of the money to get it fixed. But I'll show you this passenger side. It seems to be dry, this passenger side, which is good. So as you can see there, it's not going off at all, so that's good. Oh, here we go into the front passenger now. Let's take a little look. Let's see what's going on. So take that out, pop that over to the side. Now, so you can see here, it's all nice and dry, which is good. So it means it's only one side that needs drying. But what we'd do is, yeah, we only strip the one side, but I know there is some work that needs to be done up here on the passenger side, so that's all right. What I'm going to do first is I'll show you basically what's sort of going on with the vehicle. If I get my twisty camera for you. So as I was saying, got the twisty camera. But basically, before I show you, right? So if you come over here, you've got a load of gunk build up underneath here in this little channel there. What I'll have to do is, if I get that camera, I can show you with a torch. Right, so turn that on, pop her up, there we go. Right, so you can see in there what I was talking about. You got all this gunk and leaves and debris. So you see down there, that's the main culprit, right? You've got all this gunk build up on there, and basically what's happening is, you can see it looks all clear from up here, but underneath the scuttle here is all blocked, and what's happening is the water's actually running, hitting the top of the leaves, and what we found is, see this gasket back there, that black thing right there, the water's then bouncing off these leaves onto that gasket, and that gasket's basically not sealed properly. So if I go into the vehicle, into the driver's footwell, and then come up into the bulkhead, it's a bit of a squeeze, but I can get that camera up there properly. And then if we take a little look, so you can see right there, that is that black gasket that I was showing you, and you can see all that water run marks coming off of it. You can see how wet it is around that foam there. So what's going on is it's coming down here, make its way all the way through into the footwell, and then obviously where it's being driven and everything like that, it's then passing through into the back footwell. You've got the same on the other side, but the other side's not leaking. But what we'll do is we'll take off that scuttle, completely reassemble it, clean out all the debris, and then what we're going to have to do is we have to get that gasket out, seal it up, and then put it back in. But it's a bit of an awkward position, so see how long it takes us, but fingers crossed we can do it as quick as possible. But obviously it's got to be done properly. And then, yeah, so if I borrow that camera, come around to the rear of the vehicle and I can show you the air vents now. I mean, air vents have a lifetime of about 3 years. Most people don't actually realise it. I mean, you can see here. If I put my camera down here, you can see all that water in the air vent there. Basically, there shouldn't be any water in there. It should be sort of just bouncing off of it and not reaching the other side. What's going on there is it's going through. So you can see there, they're absolutely soaked. So what we do is we get a new air vents in, order them in, and then we will, in order to get the air vents, like get the access, we've got to take these rear lights out first. So unclip them, take them out. When we do that, even though they're fine, absolutely working fine, no leaks, whatever, we'll reseal them, and then once we get the bumper off, we can get to the air vents, and then we'll stick new ones in, make sure it's all nice and primed, all nice and sealed up, nice and watertight. And yeah, I mean, in regards to drying the vehicle, what we have to do as well is we have to strip up all the underlay. So we take off all this, take out the pedal, get rid of all this trim, and then suspend the underlay in the air, take out the seats as well, don't forget them, and then suspend the underlay in the air, so basically there's no sort of contact on the body of the car, because if you've got any contact where the underlay is touching the bodywork of the car, it's sort of the water, you can't get to it, so it stays there, stays stagnant. So when you go to put it back down, you can get things such as mould and mildew build up like in the future. So yeah, once we do that, we suck as much water out as we can. I know these BMW underlays are so thick, they're like a proper chunk of foam, so the water just absolutely saps it up, loves it. So yeah, we have to suck the water out in this one and then put it on dry. This one's going to need, even though it's one side, it's going to need 2 nights at least, possibly 3 because it's so wet. But yeah, I'll have to check my collie, but it should be 2. Maximum's going to be 3 is 3. So yeah, I mean, apart from that, that's sort of it really. Door membranes are working fine. Your screen's fine as well. We thought it was going to be the screen, but you can see we've taken off them bits of trim down there, and it's not the screen, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's all really. So what I'll do is I'll make up your estimate now, and you should sort of receive this video just before the estimate's sent off. So go have a little check through your emails, and then as soon as you get an estimate, give us a call back, let us know what you want to do. If you're watching this on YouTube or anything, then click the link down below, check us out. Right, so another little update video on the BMW 3 Series. Got the air vents, they've arrived nice and freshly packaged, so got them all prepped up, ready to go, all nice and clean there. So yeah, they can get put back in, bumper go back on, lights back on, all that rear end sorted. Got the carpet pinned up. This one's just down because we've had to get the grommet out, which I will show you in a second. Like you can see here, if I just give this a little squeeze, you can see the water. I mean, we've let it drip for a day, or just overnight, and it's still soaking. So I'm gonna get in here with a vac, get as much of that water out. It's just as bad under here as well. But yeah, that's just down because if you want to come to the front, show you, we've removed all the scuttle, moved the window wiper mechanism that was sitting there, and you can see there a little hole. So you've got the grommet, which is right there, and yeah, so we've got to basically pull that through now, clean it up, and then seal around it. We've also got this little grommet up here, which we're going to pull out. But yeah, you can see that one down there. So we're getting there really. Once that bumper goes back on, then we can just crack on with this bit, the bit of the monkey, which is this. and then yeah, get it on dry, and then it should be good to go. So just an update video, that's all. Right, so we've got the BMW 3 Series, I believe, and it's currently undergoing our rain arch testing right now. As you can see, it's simulating heavy rainfall. She had a nice little courtesy clean, tidying up the rims, gave her a nice little wash. So next step now is we'll get her out, get it all dried off, and then what we'll do is we'll check our leaks, like our fixes, make sure they're not leaking. And basically this is the second to last video that you're going to receive. The last video basically said a car ready for collection, and it'll be me or my colleague go around the vehicle basically showing you that's all nice and dry. But I'm going to put a 3-month coat on this one, a little treat. So yeah, that's all. Okie dokie, so we've got a BMW 3 Series here today, and it is basically the end video for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the vehicle, basically show you that it's all nice and dry, as you can see there, up by the pedals, nice and dry. So this one had a leak, right? There's a grommet under this steering column, and basically it was leaking through there. We've seen it before on another, I believe it was a 5 Series, I believe, and yeah, so bit of a job this one, just to get in the gaps and everything like that. But what I'll do is I'll go through the vehicle now, show you it's all nice and dry. You can see there, it's all lovely and dry. Show you the passenger side as well, just to show you it's not wet. What we say now though is it's ready for its real world test. So basically, you saw before we had it under our rain arch, which is fantastic, don't get me wrong. I don't actually believe anyone else has one, so they're pretty good. But yeah, it's only static, so the car's only stationary when it's under that rain arch. And obviously, if you're driving down the motorway at 70 mile an hour in the torrential rain, you can get water ingress in places that you wouldn't normally get it in. So what we say is after every sort of heavy bit of rain, all that stuff, just make sure that you sort of check it's dry where it used to be wet. So check all the regular spots to make sure that it's all nice and dry, and just basically keep on top of it really. You can see there it's nice and dry, nice and dry. So yeah, just sort of keep on top of it, and make sure you just keep checking where it was leaking from. But you can see, cleaned up all the rims. It's got a 3-month coating on this one as well. So basically this one's all ready to collect. So what I'll do is I'll get your paperwork all printed off, everything like that. And then what we can do is you'll receive a text basically saying the car's ready to come and collect. So that's all.
Amazing.